This is a historic day. Jerusalem has been the capital of the Jewish people for 3,000 years. It's been the capital of Israel for nearly 70 years.
Jerusalem is one of the holiest cities in the world, a place where people from different faiths come to pray, worship, and connect with their history. But recently, something troubling has been happening here. There's been a rise in anti-Christian incidents, leaving many people in the city feeling scared and uncertain. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at what's going on. Why are these incidents happening, and how are they affecting the Christian community in Jerusalem? Jerusalem is a city that has always been important to many different religions. Christians, Jews, and Muslims all have deep connections to this city, which is why it has been a significant place of worship for thousands of years. The old city is divided into 4 quarters: Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and Armenian. Each area has its own unique history, culture, and religious importance. Christians, for example, have many holy sites here, including the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Garden of Gethsemane. But even in such a holy place, tensions between different religious groups have always been present. Over the centuries, Jerusalem has seen conflicts, invasions, and periods of peace. While many people have coexisted peacefully, there are also moments in history when things have not gone so well. Unfortunately, it seems that we are currently going through one of those tough times again. In the last few months, there has been a noticeable rise in anti-Christian incidents. Churches have been vandalized, priests have been verbally abused, and some Christians feel like they are no longer welcome in the city. This is happening despite Jerusalem's history of being a place where different religions are meant to live together in harmony. So why is this happening now, and what can be done to change things? Over the past year, there's been a significant rise in anti-Christian acts in Jerusalem's old city. These incidents are shocking and concerning for both the local Christian community and people around the world. Christians in Jerusalem have been facing growing hostility in the form of vandalism, verbal abuse, and sometimes even physical attacks. For instance, several churches have been defaced and religious symbols have been damaged. One of the most well-known incidents was the vandalism of the Church of the Flagellation. Priests and other clergy members have also reported being spit on or harassed as they walked through the streets wearing their religious garments. These incidents have led to a lot of fear and frustration within the Christian community in Jerusalem. In June 2023, Israeli President Isaac Herzog spoke out against these acts, condemning them and calling for greater tolerance and understanding between religious groups. His speech was an important step, but many people feel that more action is needed. Christian leaders have been asking the government for increased security and protection for both the churches and the people who attend them. For Christians living in Jerusalem, these recent incidents have been deeply unsettling. The Christian community, though small compared to other religious groups in the city, has always played an important role in Jerusalem's identity. However, as anti-Christian acts increase, many people in the community are feeling more vulnerable and unsafe. Church leaders have been vocal about their concerns. They have urged the Israeli government to step in and do more to protect Christian holy sites and the people who worship there. While some measures have been taken, like increasing police presence in certain areas, it hasn't been enough to make the community feel truly safe again. For regular Christians living in Jerusalem, it's not just about feeling unsafe when attending church, it's about feeling unwelcome in their own city. Some families have lived in Jerusalem for generations, but now they feel like outsiders in a place that has been their home for centuries. This growing sense of unease is affecting their everyday lives. Take Maria, for example, a Christian woman who has lived in Jerusalem her entire life. In a recent interview, she talked about how heartbroken she is to see the rise in hostility. She remembers a time when there was more respect between the different religious groups. Growing up, she walked through the same streets she does today, attending church services and feeling part of a larger, welcoming community. But in recent years, things have changed, and Maria has felt the shift. Just last month, the church that Maria attends was vandalized. The sight of the damage was devastating for her and the rest of the congregation. The church is more than just a building to her. It's a sacred place where she connects with her faith and finds peace. Seeing it defaced was like a personal attack. Maria says that many of her Christian friends have experienced similar things. Some have been verbally harassed, while others avoid wearing visible signs of their faith, like crosses, in public for fear of being targeted. It's a sad reality for the Christian community in a city that holds so much religious significance. Despite everything, Maria remains hopeful. She believes in the power of community and interfaith dialogue. For her, the solution lies in people coming together, talking about their differences and finding common ground. One of the most important places for Christians is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. It's believed to be the site where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Pilgrims travel from far and wide to visit this church, to walk where Jesus once walked, and to experience the deep spiritual connection that comes with being in such a significant place. Another important site is the Via Dolorosa, also known as the Way of Suffering. This is the path that Jesus is said to have walked on his way to being crucified. Christians follow this path, stopping at the 14 stations of the cross to reflect on the events leading up to Jesus' death. The Garden of Gethsemane is another site that holds great importance. It's where Jesus prayed the night before his arrest. The garden, with its ancient olive trees, is a peaceful place where many Christians come to pray and reflect on the events that took place there. The rise in anti-Christian incidents in Jerusalem has caught the attention of both local and international leaders. Israeli officials, including President Isaac Herzog, have publicly condemned the attacks. In his speech, Herzog called for greater tolerance and respect between the religious communities in the city. While his words were welcomed, many feel that more concrete action is needed to prevent these incidents from happening in the first place. One of the main concerns from the Christian community is that the government is not doing enough to protect them. Some churches have asked for more police presence, especially around holy sites, but many feel that the current efforts are not sufficient. Christian leaders have repeatedly asked for more proactive measures to ensure their safety, but so far, the response has been slow. At the same time, there have been public protests and interfaith gatherings in support of the Christian community. People from different religious backgrounds have come together to call for peace and respect. These events have highlighted that there is still a strong desire among many to maintain Jerusalem as a city where all religions can live together in harmony. Throughout the centuries, Jerusalem has seen many periods of unrest, often related to the different faiths that call the city home. Christians, Jews, and Muslims have all, at different times, faced persecution in the city. One of the most famous examples of religious conflict in Jerusalem's history is the Crusades. During this time, Christian and Muslim armies fought for control of the city, leading to bloodshed and destruction. While that was many centuries ago, the scars of those conflicts still linger in the city today. More recently, tensions between the Jewish and Muslim communities in the city have dominated headlines, but now the Christian community is feeling the impact as well. The rise in anti-Christian incidents is part of a larger pattern of religious intolerance that has been present in the city for a long time. Understanding this historical context helps us see why these incidents are happening now. Jerusalem has always been a city where different religious groups live side by side, but it has also been a place where those same groups have come into conflict. While the rise in anti-Christian incidents in Jerusalem is troubling, there is still hope for the future. Many people in the city from all religious backgrounds are committed to promoting peace and understanding between the different communities. There are interfaith initiatives, peace talks, and grassroots movements that are all working toward the same goal: ensuring that Jerusalem remains a city of peace. One of the key ways to move forward is through dialogue. It's important for people from different religious backgrounds to come together, talk about their differences, and find common ground. Many religious leaders in the city are already working on fostering these conversations, and they believe that open communication is the first step toward creating a more peaceful future. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos that explore important topics like this one.